What's up guys, and welcome to walkthrough video of Unity Electronic Era. Unity is an hybrid synthesizer engine designed for today's electronic music innovators. The instrument is designed to provide instant inspiration with 350 thoughtfully produced samples and 350 unique presets. All sounds you're gonna hear were designed by ADA artist and sound designer Maxime Perrault, also known as Whitekid. His unique sound design style has caught the attention of top Hollywood trailer agencies, and his work can now be heard in numerous blockbusters, hits, and major productions like Fast X, HBO Max, and DC Comics. In this video, we'll show you all the powerful features of the instruments, and if you're eager to listen to some preset demos or sound design examples, we'll be sharing a video dedicated to that very soon. So without further ado, let's jump in. Alright, so just like our previous Unity edition, the main page is designed with efficiency in mind, aiming to spark inspiration instantly. We've included all the essential effects and features right here, allowing you to discover inspiring sounds within seconds. Speaking of inspiration, we've added a dice mode here on the top right that allows you to create new random sounds from an algorithm we developed. We've added multiple conditions to the algorithm so that every time you hit the dice, you get a very unique and distinctive sound combination. On this main page, you'll notice three distinct ADSR shapes that represent the individual sound sources. As you can see on the ADSR shapes, there are sliders that allow you to directly set your sound envelope from this main page. The first slider on the left represents the attack. The closer you are to the bottom, the shorter the attack is. Then follows decay, sustain, and release. For each sound sources, you have individual volume sliders, a sample selection, and FX sense. Each FX chains include distortion, reverb, delay, movement, which is a phaser, and filter. Simply click on the icons to navigate between different FX and turn the knobs to add more or less of each effect. Make sure the effect icon is colored. That means the effect is turned on. If it's grayed out, this means the effect is turned off. To activate it, head over to the shape page, select the effect you want to switch on, and click the power button. You can also easily bypass the different sound sources to hear them individually. Once you're happy with your sound selection, the identity pad will help you define a perfect balance between the three sound sources. Simply direct the point towards the color you want to accentuate the sound. On the far left, you have an assignable Modwheel that offers multiple functions. First default mode does not have any functions on it, so you can assign any parameters you want. The second one is a classic lo-fi filter. And the third one lets you blend the different sound sources directly from the Modwheel. The lowest position will play back the first sound source, the middle position will play back the second and the third source, and the highest position will let you hear all the sound sources together. You can use this feature to quickly create variation in the intensity of the overall sound. For example, at the lowest position here, I have my basic sound, but the more I push the Modwheel, the thicker it sounds. Finally, the select mode will let you play back individual sources based on the Modwheel position. The first third of the Modwheel range will play back the first source, the second third will play back the middle one, and the last part will play back the bottom source only. Now on the far right, this icon will give you the extra boost of the overall sounds with tube compression and tube distortion. You can directly increase or decrease the intensity of this master effect by clicking and dragging your mouse up or down. If you want more control on this master effect, click on the Attitude title to open up the page, but we'll come back to that later. Now that we covered all the principal features, let's get into the advanced settings where you can truly sound design any sounds you want. Click on the shape icon to open up the page. Notice on the top right we still have the dice mode available so you can spark inspiration directly within this page as well. You can see that each sound sources are represented into 3 different sections. On the left, you can see everything related to the first sound source, starting with the sample selection. Click on the icon to open up the sample browser, scroll up and down to find a category you like, and click on one sample to load it. You can also click the next or previous arrow to browse the different sound sources directly from the default window. We also added panoramic on every sound sources so you can have more control over spatialization. Next going up is the filter section. You can either access the essential filter parameters from this window by clicking the next or previous arrows, or click on the icon to open up the filter focus page. And lastly, on the top section, you'll find all the effects. This includes distortion, reverb, delay, movement, and all the ADSR settings. We also predefined ADSR settings based on YKID most used settings. Now coming back to the Attitude page, you can simply click on the Attitude button to open up the page. The Attitude FX will bring the 3 sound sources together by adding compression and harmonics to your overall sound. It kind of acts as a glue, very subtle, but this will instantly bring cohesion to your overall sound. It will also add warmth thanks to a nice tube compression. Of course, you can always exaggerate the settings to have an additional distorted effects. The middle slider will affect the amount of effects you want to add to your sound. The more you push it, the more effects you have, and the lowest position will bypass the effects. You can fine-tune your settings by adjusting the input volume, attack, release, saturation amount, and character. That's it guys, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below and we'll try our best to respond to all the questions. Cheers everyone!